Do you know the signs of a lonely cat? It's not always easy to interpret our feline friends' behavior, but sometimes it's a cry for help. This video is here to shed some light on 12 signs that may indicate your cat is feeling lonely. We'll delve into subtle cues and changes in behavior that could suggest your kitty is in need of more social interaction. So, be ready to become a cat whisperer, and most importantly, a better pet parent. Stay tuned to find out if your feline friend is in need of some extra love and attention. The first sign your cat might be lonely is if they become overly clingy. Cats by nature value their independence, but when they're feeling a bit lonesome, they might start following you around the house more than they usually do. They might lay on your lap more often, or constantly seek your attention, even when you're busy. It's their way of communicating their need for companionship. So if your usually independent cat suddenly can't get enough of you, they might be feeling lonely. Excessive grooming is another sign your cat might be lonely. Cats are known for their cleanliness, often spending hours each day grooming themselves. However, if your feline friend is over-grooming, it could be a sign of loneliness. Over-grooming is a self-soothing activity that cats engage in when they're feeling anxious or stressed. This can be a result of being alone too much. If your cat is grooming to the point of causing bald spots or skin irritations, they might be feeling lonely. Changes in eating habits can also indicate that a cat is lonely. Just like humans, cats can have emotional reactions to their environment, and that includes changes in appetite. When feeling lonely, some cats might overeat as a form of comfort, while others may lose interest in food altogether. So, if you notice your feline friend suddenly devouring their meals, or conversely, leaving their food untouched, it could be more than just a change in taste preference. If your cat's eating habits have changed, it might be a sign of loneliness. A cat that is sleeping more than usual might be lonely. Just like humans, cats may sleep more when they're feeling blue. It's a way for them to pass the time, especially when their favorite human isn't around to interact with. They might retreat to their cozy corners more often, napping the hours away. This increased slumber could be their way of dealing with loneliness, a silent cry for companionship. If your cat is sleeping all day and doesn't seem interested in their usual activities, they might be feeling lonely. Excessive meowing is another sign your cat might be lonely. Cats use vocalization to express a variety of emotions and needs. When they're lonely, they might meow more than usual in an attempt to get your attention. It's their way of saying, "Hey, I'm here and I need some companionship." This behavior can escalate, especially when you're not present, as they may feel the absence of your companionship more acutely. If your cat is meowing more than usual, especially when you're not around, they might be feeling lonely. Aggression can also be a sign of loneliness in cats. Just like humans, when cats are lonely, they might resort to aggression as a way to release pent-up energy. This could be in the form of scratching, biting, or sudden bursts of energy causing them to dart around the house. It's important to understand that this aggression isn't your cat being naughty. It's a cry for help, an indirect way of communicating their loneliness. If your cat is showing signs of aggression, it might be because they are feeling lonely. Unusual bathroom habits can be a sign that your cat is lonely. It's common for cats to maintain a consistent routine when it comes to their litter box. However, loneliness can cause a disruption in this pattern. Your feline friend might start going to the bathroom outside of their litter box as a cry for attention. This behavior could also be a sign of stress or anxiety, often stemming from the feeling of isolation. If your cat's bathroom habits have changed, it might be a sign of loneliness. Destructive behavior can also indicate loneliness in cats. When our feline friends feel isolated, they might start exhibiting unusual behaviors, like scratching furniture or knocking things over. They're not just being naughty, they're trying to communicate their feelings of solitude. It's like they're saying, "Hey, I'm here, and I need your attention." So, if you notice your cat suddenly shredding your favorite couch or knocking down your precious vases, it might not be just a mischievous act. If your cat is suddenly showing destructive behavior, they might be feeling lonely. A loss of interest in play can be a sign of loneliness in cats. Like humans, cats use play as a form of social interaction and mental stimulation. When a cat is lonely, they may no longer find joy in chasing their favorite toy or engaging in games. This lack of interest can stem from the absence of companionship, leaving them feeling isolated and unstimulated. So if your cat is no longer interested in play, it might be a sign of loneliness. Over-attachment to toys or blankets can also be a sign of loneliness in cats. Just like humans, cats too seek comfort in familiar objects when they're feeling alone. Their favorite toy or blanket becomes their companion, their confidant. They might carry it around everywhere, or snuggle with it more often than usual. It is their way of coping with the absence of company. So if your cat is showing an unusual attachment to their toys or blankets, they might be feeling lonely. Pacing can be another sign of loneliness in cats. Just like humans, cats may display their emotions through their behaviors. When they're feeling lonely, they might start pacing around the house. This is not just a random stroll, but a repetitive, aimless wandering. It's their way of showing restlessness and unease. They're trying to find something or someone to interact with. So next time you see your feline friend pacing more than usual, remember it might be a sign of loneliness. Changes in grooming habits can be a sign of loneliness in cats. Loneliness can lead to noticeable changes in your feline friend's grooming routines. If you observe that your cat has stopped grooming altogether or is excessively grooming itself, this could indicate feelings of solitude. Cats are meticulous creatures who take pride in their cleanliness. A deviation from normal grooming habits is not something to ignore. It's their way of expressing emotional distress. If your cat's grooming habits have changed, it might be a sign of loneliness. So, those are the 12 signs that your cat might be lonely. Let's quickly recap. Becoming overly clingy, excessive grooming, changes in eating habits, sleeping more than usual, excessive meowing, aggression, unusual bathroom habits, destructive behavior, loss of interest in play, over-attachment to toys or blankets, pacing, and changes in grooming habits. These signs are not just quirks or phases, they are signals that your cat might be feeling isolated and in need of companionship. It's crucial to pay attention to these signs because cats, like humans, are social creatures that need interaction and stimulation to thrive. Ignoring these signs can lead to further behavioral issues and even health problems. So if your cat is exhibiting any of these behaviors, it's not just a call for attention. It's a plea for companionship. Remember, your cat relies on you for their emotional well-being. If you notice any of these signs, it might be time to spend some more quality time with your feline friend.